Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Welcome back, everybody, and happy Thursday to you. If you're waiting the rain, you're not going to have to wait too much longer. In fact, within the next 24 hours, I think we're going to start to see a much bigger difference in the amount of rainfall that's falling across the coastal bend. Here's a look at Doppler 10 now, though, and you can see it's pretty much clear, except for off to our north. We've had a little stray shower we've been watching through much of the afternoon up there near Port Lavaca now, but everybody else is just dealing with the cloud cover at this point. We are under a flash flood watch, though. At least our northern counties are. It doesn't include Corpus Christi as of right now. But up there in Live Oak, Bee, Refugio, and Aransas County, those counties are under a flash flood watch, warning that there could be 2 to 4 inches of rain within the next 36 hours. So this doesn't expire until Saturday morning, indicating we could see some very heavy rainfall as we go through the next few days. So temperatures now, you can see that we've got 60s in central Texas, 70s down here, but look at the big difference up in the Panhandle. That's behind a cold front, and this is the cold front that's going to be responsible for most of the rain that we see as we go through the next couple of days. Future tracker, let's show you this starting tomorrow morning because we're going to start the day with some clouds and some stray showers. Overall, the rain activity doesn't look like it's going to be overwhelming to start the day, but as we go closer to the lunchtime hour and throughout the morning, that rainfall is just going to gradually grow in coverage across the area. You can see scattered and numerous showers and storms developing from lunchtime into the afternoon hours, and in fact, by the middle of the afternoon, the computer models have continued to indicate there is likely going to be a very heavy band of rain that sets up. Right now, they're saying it'll be to the north of Corpus Christi, which is why some of our northern counties are under that flash flood watch. However, if this were to take a little jog to the south, Corpus Christi could very easily be getting some very heavy rain by tomorrow afternoon. So bottom line is tomorrow from about lunchtime all the way through dinner time, we're likely to be looking at some very heavy rain across the area. Then as we go into the evening, I think there's still going to be some rain in the area, but it's going to be a little bit lower in terms of its intensity. It's not until we get overnight tomorrow night and early Saturday morning, so like around midnight or so tomorrow night is when we're going to watch this cold front itself finally begin to push through with a line of storms. So you can see it there, very intense line of storms, and it begins to move closer and closer to Corpus Christi. I would say anywhere from about midnight to 3 o'clock in the morning is when we'd be watching that move through Corpus Christi itself, and then it begins to move to the east and we start to clear out as we go throughout the morning hours on Saturday. There is a slight risk that some of these storms could be severe. This is for the entire coastal bend, all areas in green, but it's just a marginal risk, so it's very low right now. The main threat is just going to be some wind damage with this. If some of these storms were to produce some higher winds, but probably only going to see 1 or 2 severe thunderstorm warnings issued, if any at all. So here are the main threats. Heavy rainfall, obviously, that's why we have the flash flood watch out, and those gusty winds are also going to be possible. Hail and tornadoes, the chance is not 0. It is elevated a tad, but it's still very low, and so I'm not overly concerned about those 2 threats. Rainfall, 4 to 6 inches between Houston and San Antonio, but when you bring it down here to the coastal bend, there is going to be at least a chunk of our area that sees some heavy rain. Notice up here in Live Oak and Bee County, that's where we're looking at 3 to 4 inches of rain, tapers down to 1.5 to 2.5 inches for Corpus Christi, and then you begin to move further south where we're looking at about 1 inch or so. Temperatures are also going to be a little bit haywire tomorrow. We start the day in the 60s, making it up to the 70s by around lunchtime, and then we're likely to see a little bit of cooler air funnel into the north thanks to some of that rainfall. So it's at least showing right now our northern counties get down to the 60s by tomorrow evening, but this could also very easily make it down here into Corpus Christi. Then we're going to see this cold front finally begin to push through, and this will clear the entire area. We're going to see those temperatures getting all down into the 50s for the entire coastal bend by early Saturday morning. Well, now it's time for your 7-day forecast, brought to you by AutoNation. Announcing the AutoNation year-end event, unwrap the savings on over 100,000 vehicles, but hurry, they're going fast. So the big storm system gets out of here as we get into tomorrow night and early Saturday morning. We start to see skies gradually clear, and then we're looking at a much quieter forecast as we head through the start of next week as temperatures make it back down to the 60s. Andy?
Hey, thanks, Cole.